Good morning, everybody, Unisens, students and staff. Today we'll be looking at hope from positive psychology and how to manage the crisis that we're finding ourselves in the country and as students as well as staff members working at the time of the COVID. I'm from Counseling and Career Development. As we know, ever since the outbreak of COVID-19 in South Africa and the lockdown began, and there were a high level of negativity and anxiety that was discovered as a result of coronavirus. COVID-19 pandemic has negative impact on us as students and those who are actually providing student development services, staff members as well as academics. Globally, people seem to be more negative due to the impact of COVID that we all never anticipated in South Africa and in the whole world. The effect of negativity that we are experiencing as a result of COVID. Negative thoughts have a greater impact on our brains than the positive ones. And this is also called a negative bias. And this negativity can have a powerful effect on how we make decisions and how we do our things during the COVID-19. Simply, this means dwelling on the effects of trauma or on the past negative events or experiences can have dire consequences on us. For an example, in a relationship, negativity makes one to remember traumatic experiences better than the positives, or maybe to recall insults than praise. The biasness might lead us to expect the worst in others. And this is also called neuroticism. And neuroticism is a long-term tendency to be in a negative or anxious state. People with neuroticism, very high on it, tend to have more depressed moods and suffer from guilt, anger, envy, and anxiety that is becoming more severely. However, we are at the point where we need hope, and lots of information is going around and causing high level of anxiety and stress. And COVID-19 is a serious virus, and we are now in an anxiety period. And mood disorders such as anxiety, depression, panic attacks are more prevalent that we normally get. It is a normal to feel anxious, particularly at this time of the situation that we're finding ourselves in. There has been a need to believe that bad could be transformed into good, and that the ugly could become beautiful, and problems experienced could be solved. Therefore, we need hope. And what is hope? Hope is defined as a goal-directed thinking in which the person utilizes the pathway thinking, which means the perceived capacity to find different routes to desired goals, and the agency of thinking, the motivation to use during those routes. In simple terms, it is a way of thinking that transcends the current reality, which may be caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. For now, we actually need to get some practical tips on how to maybe manage during the COVID-19 pandemic and manage our crisis that we're finding ourselves in. One, we need to reframe our situation. This does not mean you should ignore the impact of COVID, but try to refocus so that you give fair and equal weight to good events. Although your feelings and symptoms are frightening, they are not dangerous and harmful to you and your family, but they need your attention. Two, we need also to establish new patterns. Do not fight your own feelings by trying to push such symptoms away or oppress your frightening feelings. The more you deal or face such monstrous symptoms, the less frightening it will become. Look for uplifting activities to pull yourselves out of negativity. For example, go for a walk, maybe read uplifting emails, or maybe books. 3, it is important for us to be mindful. Be aware of your negative tendency and consciously it elevates happy moments. Remember, you are yourself. Be yourself. Never try to be someone else. Yes, we learn from others. We learn through imitation, modeling, and also doing what other people are doing. But we are not them. Try to find something that will polish yourself during the time of the COVID-19, even though it's going to be difficult, but try to be yourself. Lastly, stop self-pity and negative thoughts. Be mindful of the present. Appreciate those who are around you, who gives you attention as well as love. You do not need to be worried on what will happen. You cannot control what might happen. Be mindful of the now. You are not alone. Try to connect with people that are very important to you via telephone line, video calls, WhatsApp, Skype, Zoom, and etc. That's the way it is for now while the lockdown is not yet lifted. These are other resources that you can visit for your own knowledge about what is happening to COVID in South Africa. You can make calls, you can do WhatsApp, you can go to other NGOs that are mentioned there that can assist you even in the government website. As a UNISA student, you should need to discuss anything. Please make sure that you can email us. We'll come back to you. These are our email addresses. Lastly, please visit our website at UNISA. You will notice under counseling portal, you can find brochures, handouts, podcasts, and UNISA radio interview recordings, as well as other links to other online resources. With those few words, thank you so much. It was really nice to connect with us at Student Counseling, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you for writing to us. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you for checking our emails. Hope to see you soon.